So, moved on down to the barrel room. If you've been here before, you might recognize this. We started putting barrels on barrel racks back in 2017, and this room sort of evolved into like the heritage room. Everything in here is like cool stuff. I'm standing here next to the, there go my glasses, the Freedom Vineyard Wadensvil block, Freedom Hill Clone, Freedom Hill Vineyard, Estate Etzel. I mean, this is just like, everything in this room is just the top tier of what we do. But what I'm going to talk about here is the Freedom Hill Wadensvil, which is just on the other side of this stack. We started with this block in 2016. Our first purchase of fruit from Freedom Hill Vineyard was in 2012. Another winery was getting this, and then as things happened in this industry, they gave up on this block. I was experiencing some stress-related issues, and working with Dustin and Dan down at Freedom Hill, we were able to sort of to mitigate that. The 2016 vintage definitely still showed some issues, and we didn't have a 2016 Freedom Hill Wadensvil bottling. But by 2018, just two vintages later, probably the best wine that we produced in 2018, which is a tremendous vintage, just filled with great wines. The Wadensvil, 100% whole cluster fermentation, just a gorgeous, drop-dead, beautiful wine. And in 2019, we went the other way. It's 100% destemmed. So it's going to have somewhat different characteristics to it, but it is still just a beautiful wine. One of the things that Patty and I really liked was the Wadensvil Clone in combination with marine soils. We sort of learned this lesson from making Wadensvil, actual Wadensvil bottling from Shea Vineyard in 2001. And that was just our second vintage as Patricia Green Cellars. We're still getting used to the concept of marine soil, because when we had been at our previous winery, it was basically all volcanic soil that we worked with. And so we were new to it, and we really saw this relationship with Wadensvil and marine soil as being this dynamic relationship with this just incredible upside and potential to it. And over the next 18 vintages, we kept looking for more Wadensvil in marine soil, and it's hard to come by. Wadensvil fell out of favor in the 2000s as Dijon clones proliferated, a little bit later ripening clone in general, and it's seen a renaissance in the last 7 or 8 years, but there's sort of this gap in what was planted, and due to phylloxera and stuff like that, you're going to have a little bit less of it that was available, from stuff that was planted in the 90s or whatnot. This is a 2004 planting, and so it's starting to come into its own. It's got 15 years of vine age to it now, and this is just what Wadensvil brings to the table is this really red fruited, elegant, highly textured, very, very aromatic, I would call it pretty wine, but then marine soil wants to run with wines that show structure, minerality, power. Freedom Hill Vineyard certainly known for that. So you get this combination of these two opposing forces, where one wants to bring elegance and deftness, and one wants to bring power and structure and secondary characteristics. And rather than competing, they fill into each other very, very seamlessly. And so you just get these really complex, beautiful wines that have sort of the best of both worlds. That doesn't always happen. A lot of times when you put things together that you think are going to be great, they oppose each other, and they run counter, and you get wines that are discordant. But in this case, with Wadensvil and the marine soil that Freedom Hill has, you get this seamless integration. You get wines that are really complete. This is a gorgeous wine. 2017 was our first bottling of it, so a lot of you who are even perhaps long-time buyers from us, maybe this hasn't been on your radar yet, but certainly the 2019 is going to offer sort of high highs. Margaret Berry, who was always loath to have another bottling or sometimes more of like a newer bottling, has asked me to fill up the register with it. We have 22 barrels of this, and we were talking about just bottling like 11 or 12, which is what we did in 2017 and 18, but we might be really going for it and having a little bit larger production on this. So this could be one of the more widely available sort of club offerings that we would do, but given its insanely high quality and the relatively low price, especially if you're buying on futures, this is a good place to be at. This is a beautiful wine from a beautiful vineyard. Cheers.